Chapter 7. Ever since Root experienced that first spaceship and that funky-ass dream, things had gotten a little too weird, even for her. Which meant really freaking weird. However, the morning after the alien armada arrived, the Reggie world had erupted with talks of first strikes, along with every possible variation of, "The end is near," and "The Lord is a-comin'" bullshit imaginable, which meant a lot of freaking bullshit. Weeks later, after failed angry potshots and wild pundit predictions, the world defaulted to apathetic denial. The ships couldn't be harmed, at least not by conventional weapons. So unless the giant, levitating pillbugs did something, life went on. Pigeons roosted on them. Corporations projected advertisements on their surfaces, and artists used them as backdrops for pics, vids, paintings, and mashups. From Space Invaders to sunset-blocking eyesores in less than a month. Ironically, the news networks leaked the year's second biggest story, just as the Earth had gotten used to the awkward, mute, floating blobs. It turned out that the government had actually been communicating with the bots since arrival, and the day the news broke, the press secretary apologized for the stealth, explaining that it was all in the name of a monumental negotiation about to transpire. As the Ogfield generator in their living room fired up, the emergency broadcasting system began auto-projecting the raw, rough White House feed. Casa and Root fumbled for scry glasses to augment the data as Casa yelled at a defensive, shell-shocked fella. "Stop barking at the dang screen already. Behave or you go out." "Fella, come on, dude. Chill out. Here, sit, Root said, crouching beside him and smoothing his forehead. Nips assessed the holographic ships from her perch, squinting as she defiantly recalled the unnatural, storm-generating flyers. The craft parked over DC subtracted a small patch of its hull as if it were melting inward. A shuttle, about the size of a city bus, emerged. It drifted down to the north lawn without visible boosters, apparently using some technology the bots hadn't left with. Once settled, a portion of the ship's exterior reconfigured from a solid shell into an equally reliable gangplank. "Mom, the damn ship is alive," Root said, amazed at whatever smart material it was composed of. Casa was too busy stress-eating popcorn like a rabbit to reply. Then, a male-looking humanoid exited the shuttle, hands open, visible, and at his sides. He wore a black uniform and glided over the metallic-looking ramp with perfect energy conservation. The fact that he was utterly alone was worrying, to say the least. The nation, the entire planet, was transfixed. For 300 years, no one had seen a real-life bot, or witnessed the fiery, glowing orange locks writhing on the man's head. Now, there were potentially millions of them hovering all over the globe. And who knows how many lurking about in space like cybernetic creepers. The United States presidential triad had decided to only send one of them to greet the alien. This was protocol when dealing with a novel, critical, and possibly dangerous situation. Today, it was the primary, Neetara Chaudhry. As of the morning numbers, the highest rated of the 3 sitting presidents. On the perfectly manicured, uniform sea of emerald green grass, they smiled, bowed, and sat at the intimate table for 2.